Hey, this is Notser, and this is a bonus clip. I just wanted to share this with you all. It's a little crazy. We're on Hotspot, same side spawn. Awesome. Palm trees. Badass. 2 Tier 9 Japanese aircraft carriers and all of their torpedo bombers and dive bombers. Holy shit. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. And I used defensive fire to take out some aircraft at the beginning of the game because I thought this couldn't possibly happen to me. I'm going to sea with all the destroyers. Oh no, we need to send everything, including the kitchen sink. We're taking tons of torpedo damage. We're doing like nothing, okay? The Atago's AA is already pretty bad with defensive fire down. Now that's my fault. And we're also going up against 2 Tier 9s, so they got more survivability than my Tier 8 AA is capable of defeating. But we're going to try and take this Fubuki with us, right? We're so low. We're flooding. We can't repair the flood. We're going to die. But damn it, I'm going to get this Fubuki if it's the last thing that this Atago does. And we do kill him just before we die of flooding. Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 8 Japanese cruiser Mogami. It has 15 main guns, 8 secondary guns, 16 torpedoes, 50 AA guns, a top speed of 35 knots, total health 39,100. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase AA range, reduce flood and fire chance, faster rudder shift. And for my commander, situation awareness, basic survivability, basic firing training, faster turret traverse, lower chance of fire, lower cooldown on damage control, and advanced firing training. The observant of you would have noticed that the AA range actually had a different number listed than usually is listed. It had the value of AA range after the module, so now the in-game harbor will display all the stats up to date with the modules equipped to the ship. So that's very cool. And also, you could see there's trees on north, the map we're on, and I'm in the Mogami. I love the Mogami. I haven't shown a Mogami since closed beta. I'm just trying to get a Mogami video that I think is worthy of how fantastic the ship is, and hopefully this game is worthy for the length that it actually goes. It's kind of a short game, but you can see these beautiful trees. I didn't think I would care about the trees, but it does add to the feel of the game, and I appreciate that. We're coming into B, and the Mogami is top dog when it comes to killing off enemy destroyers, and we run into an enemy destroyer trying to capture B. You could see that the trees were kind of in the way, but it's not a big deal. They don't actually cause the rounds to collide with them. All they do is obscure your vision, and some min-maxer would disable them, but I like a pretty game, and that's what I'm going to keep. So he pops his smoke, and unfortunately the island was in the way, but it's not in the way for this round, and we're able to do 6 of our 15 rounds on the target and about 50% of his life. We need to be sort of careful. There's a couple enemy aircraft coming in, and we need to, obviously we use defensive fire. We have our aircraft up, and we're trying to sail so we can keep the torpedo bomber behind us and not actually able to catch up with the side of my hull. And this guy is so screwed. We actually get him to 9 health, and he burns down. And we get first blood, and we're doing tons of aircraft damage. We already got 7, 8. We've taken out a torpedo attack squadron. We're working on a dive bomber. Everything is coming this way, and the Mogami is an awesome AA platform, fully upgraded as far as that is concerned. The only thing I don't have is range increase, but I'll get that. I don't know if I'll get the 203mm guns. I just have played with the 155, and I just love it. This is after the nerf to the traverse speed, and yes, it's slower, but it's not noticeable. Another thing you'll notice is that I'm running the detectability camo. I'm about 50-50 on which I want on my Japanese cruisers. A lot of times the Japanese cruiser, their strength is they get the first strike capability because their detection on their ship is much shorter than the detection for US cruisers. So a lot of times I like to just enhance that strength a little bit more. Now, I'm not going to pick up concealment, I don't think. I really want jack of all trades. You could see Jack of all trades would be sick on a cruiser. Damage control, defensive fire, hell, even bringing up the fighter again, that would be nice, you know. Just little things to help make your ship more powerful. And now we're going to capture B. Most of the enemy are playing way far back. I don't understand this. The aircraft carrier attack was obviously unsuccessful. We wiped out a ton of aircraft between me and a friendly cruiser near B. And they're trying to capture C. We had a destroyer at D, but he chose not to capture it for some reason. I don't understand that. As far as I'm concerned, I'm dealing with this torpedo bomber that's coming in trying to bomb either me or the friendly cruiser. And we've got an enemy New Mexico that happens to be in the area. Now the island is in the way, and the only way he sees us is with the enemy aircraft. And we take out the enemy aircraft. Now we're not spotted at all. And we have this friendly cruiser is barely alive. Still alive though. And we have a couple enemies that appear to have defeated or hanged back so long over by A that the friendly who captured A has actually moved out of the area. Interestingly, I don't know how you allow them to move out of the area. He's way far back now in a defensive posture. Friendly just takes out another enemy ship, and we're gonna just mess with this New Mexico. You know, we don't have a lot of targets here. We've got full advantage of the map, which is the most important thing. And we're just going to try and see how much damage we can do. They did nerf the chance of fire on basically all Japanese cruisers because that was kind of their thing. They had a higher chance to set targets on fire. But you can see we set them on fire. It's just about putting down a lot of damage on a battleship, and eventually it'll catch them on fire. It looks like there's an enemy torpedo bomber trying to set up an attack run either on me or a friendly battleship. And we're going to take fire from the enemy New Mexico, but angle your armor, and dispersion was on our side there. He didn't hit a single part of my ship. That kind of sucks for him. And this is after the changes. You barely notice the accuracy buffs to the battleship in close range, from my perspective, because I don't want to be that close, right? I want to engage at long range and take advantage of the extra range that my ship has. And again, the enemy aircraft, they try, but as a cruiser, you need to intercept and you need to engage with defensive fire. Another thing they've added, you might run into destroyers that have defensive fire all of a sudden, and you're probably going, what the hell? I can't accurately bomb these guys anymore? Yeah, it's interesting. It comes with charges. Default is 2, Superintendent will make it 3 charges, and they have to have a special hull where they sacrifice or choose to sacrifice. They can use the special hull and not sacrifice for defensive fire. But defensive fire is what replaces speed boost basically for a destroyer. So you might run into a destroyer that really wants to screw up your aircraft. So a lot of nerfs to carrier basically. And this New Mexico that we've been working on, he's about to die. He might die to this salvo or the next one. He's very close. Certainly he should. And he does. We kill him with the help of the friendly cruiser that was staying in at sea. Just like that, we wiped them out. They're one ship away from losing this game if it's a battleship or an aircraft carrier. We have full control over everything in the map. What happened to them? Their aircraft initial attack completely bombed between me and that friendly cruiser at B. They totally gave up A. They played way too passively, which is a problem I'm noticing. More and more people are relying on their aircraft carriers to get the first bit of damage on the enemy, but it's just not as effective with all the nerfs to carriers, in my opinion. Sure, aircraft carriers can still be very effective, but they're just not as overwhelmingly overpowered. You're always going to be matched up with another aircraft carrier, or there's going to be none. So it's just an interesting, more balanced game, and I need to adjust too. And we're getting this Colorado. Who's going to get it? The fire ticks for us, and we win the game. That's from the beginning when I loaded in to the actual end of the screen. That was a really fast, high-scoring game for the time spent. 1,700 base XP, 30 aircraft defeated. I love that. 63,000 damage in 8 minutes and 30 seconds. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.